Arsenal exclusive breaking news. Bukayo Saka injury latest as update given on 6 Arsenal stars ahead of Man City clash. Arsenal's preparations for the biggest test of their season against Manchester City have been rocked by fresh injury updates, with Bukayo Saka at the center of attention once again. The England international has been nursing knocks throughout the campaign, and with such a defining fixture looming, the question remains whether he will be fully fit to influence proceedings. Alongside Saka, updates on 5 other key stars have intensified the conversation around Mikel Arteta's options and whether Arsenal's depth is strong enough to challenge the reigning champions when the margin for error is so slim. This encounter is more than just a match. It is a litmus test for Arsenal's title credentials, for their ability to rotate intelligently, and for the resilience of their squad in the face of adversity. Every decision Arteta makes in terms of fitness, selection, and tactical shifts will come under the microscope, and Manchester City will be waiting to expose even the smallest weakness. Saka's importance cannot be overstated. His creativity, pace, and ability to unlock stubborn defenses have become central to Arsenal's style. Yet the heavy reliance on him has also highlighted the fragility of the system when he is not at 100%. If Saka is unable to start, or even if he plays at reduced effectiveness, the burden will fall on others: Leandro Trossard, Gabriel Martinelli, or even Emile Smith-Rowe to carry the attacking thrust. The challenge for Arsenal is that City's defense is unforgiving. Every chance must be crafted with precision, every transition handled with discipline. Without a fit Saka, Arsenal's cutting edge could be dulled at precisely the wrong time. Beyond Saka, there are other pressing concerns. Gabriel Jesus has been managing his own fitness issues, and his availability could dictate how Arsenal approach their pressing game. Jesus, with his relentless energy and clever movement, is uniquely suited to unsettle City's backline, given his history at the Etihad and understanding of Guardiola's system. If he is absent or restricted, Arsenal may have to turn to Kai Havertz in the forward line, which presents an entirely different dynamic: more aerial presence, less mobility and pressing, and a shift in the way Arteta might structure his midfield. Midfield is perhaps where the match could be won or lost, and here too the injury picture matters. Thomas Partey's ongoing fitness battles have been a recurring theme for Arsenal, and once more the question looms over whether he will be available to anchor the side. Declan Rice has shouldered the load superbly, but against a team like City, every inch of control in the middle of the pitch matters. If Partey is missing, Arsenal must rely on Jorginho or perhaps tweak the system entirely to prioritize ball retention over physical dominance. It is here where squad depth will be tested most brutally, for Guardiola's City thrive on exposing cracks and forcing opponents into mistakes. Defensively, Arsenal have been relatively stable, yet even here updates have caused ripples. Oleksandr Zinchenko's return to fitness offers versatility and ball progression from the left, but his defensive vulnerabilities are always under the spotlight, especially against a City side that can overload the flanks. Alternatively, if Arteta opts for the more defensive solidity of Jakub Kiwior or Takehiro Tomiyasu, it could blunt Arsenal's build-up play, but add resilience in wide duels. It is a balance between bravery and caution, and one that may define how much City can dominate possession. The ripple effect of these injury updates stretches further than just selection headaches. They shape the tactical possibilities Arteta can deploy. A fully fit Saka and Jesus would allow Arsenal to play with their aggressive, front-footed identity. Without them, the Gunners may need to sit deeper, absorb pressure, and look to counterattack with the pace of Martinelli. Against City, such adjustments must be precise, for Guardiola's team are merciless when they sense hesitation. The broader question that lingers is whether Arsenal's squad depth can genuinely withstand the scrutiny of this level. City's rotation strength is legendary. They can lose Kevin De Bruyne and still summon Phil Foden or Bernardo Silva into central roles without significant drop-off. They can rest Erling Haaland and turn to Julian Alvarez, a World Cup winner. Arsenal, by contrast, are still proving that their supporting cast can deliver when the stars are sidelined. Matches like this are not only about talent, but about trust. Can Arteta trust his bench to rise to the moment? This is why the clash feels like more than just a single league fixture. It is the ultimate exam of Arsenal's evolution. Last season, their title chase faltered in part because injuries exposed their lack of depth and forced Arteta to over-rely on a core group. This season was supposed to be different. The squad was built to withstand the grind of competing on multiple fronts. Yet here they are again, facing their sternest rivals, with questions about fitness clouding the picture. Saka's update will dominate headlines, but the story runs deeper. It is about Arsenal proving that they are no longer a team reliant on one or two figures, but a complete, resilient unit capable of adapting under pressure. If the supporting players step up, if Arteta's rotations work, and if the tactical shifts click, then Arsenal may finally show they have the depth to stand toe-to-toe with Manchester City over the course of a grueling season. The match will be a chess game of adjustments, injuries, and squad utilization. City will seek to exploit Arsenal's uncertainties, while Arsenal must turn perceived weakness into collective strength. It is the biggest test of their campaign so far, not simply about 3 points, but about validation, about showing the football world that their squad is now mature enough, deep enough, and fearless enough to challenge Guardiola's dynasty. The coming 90 minutes at the Etihad will answer questions that have lingered for months. Can Arsenal cope without their talisman at full power? Can Arteta's depth rise to the occasion against the deepest squad in football? Can the Gunners finally pass the test that defines champions? Whatever the result, this is more than a match. It is a squad depth examination, a defining moment in Arsenal's pursuit of greatness. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.